Welcome to Fort Lee, Virginia. Our installation has an inviting colonial charm mixed with its rich American Revolution and Civil War heritage. Named in honor of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, Fort Lee is headquarters of the U.S. Army Combined Arms Support Command, the U.S. Army Quartermaster Center and School, the Army Logistics Management College, and the U.S. Defense Commissary Agency. Originally, Camp Lee was one of 16 Army cantonments built at the outset of World War I. Over 134,000 soldiers trained at the camp during the war. In 1920, Camp Lee was torn down and made into a wildlife sanctuary for the Commonwealth of Virginia. In 1940, Camp Lee was reactivated, and in 1941, the Quartermaster School moved from Philadelphia, making Camp Lee its new home. During the course of World War II, over 300,000 soldiers trained at the camp. In 1950, just before the Korean War, Camp Lee was redesignated Fort Lee. Today, Fort Lee is a U.S. Army Forces Command Unit with the 49th Quartermaster Group, Petroleum and Water, stationed here. Fort Lee also hosts two Army museums, the U.S. Army Quartermaster Museum and the U.S. Army Women's Museum. Located in the heart of Virginia in Prince George County, Fort Lee is bordered on the north by the James River and the city of Hopewell, and on the west by the Appomattox River and the city of Petersburg. Relocating to Fort Lee, you will find valuable transition and relocation support at Army Housing Services and Army Community Services. Each office can support your individual needs and help answer questions you may have concerning housing, education, and the local community. Army Community Services has a number of programs in place for newcomers, such as a weekly orientation, relocation counseling, reassignment briefings, standard installation topic exchange service, also known as SITES, and a lending closet. The housing office is conveniently located and can be easily accessed by walk-in visits, telephone, and the internet. By utilizing an A-plus customer service approach, housing specialists provide soldiers with proactive support and housing services throughout the duration of their duty. As soon as a soldier receives orders to relocate, it is beneficial for the soldier to contact the new housing office to ensure a smooth transition and to start the chain of excellent customer service. Army Housing One Stop, or AHOS, is the point of entry for housing-related information. This web-based resource sorts information in a variety of ways. For example, by installation or location, including links to floor plans, photos, maps, and basic allowance for housing rates. AHOS also provides valuable information about the local community with helpful links to area resources. Army Housing One Stop is your one-stop source for Army housing information and relocation assistance worldwide. The Automated Housing Referral Network, or AHERN, is another resource to utilize when looking for a house to rent or purchase off the installation. This relocation website is dedicated to serving military-only personnel. On average, 30% of soldiers with families live on the installation. Residential Communities Initiative, or RCI, allows the military to use private developers to build and renovate military housing at a fast pace, providing soldiers and their families with quality housing. Planned and integrated communities foster a high quality of life while preserving the existing military culture. Community centers are conveniently located in each neighborhood, providing families with a range of services from home leasing information and maintenance support to activities and community programs. The Army is committed to offering its single soldiers the best quality of life possible by providing each soldier a 1+1 or equivalent barracks room. The goal is to provide modernized amenities such as private living and sleeping rooms, walk-in closets, and kitchenettes. These modernized barracks provide valuable private space for soldiers with new furnishings that are attractive, durable, as well as functional. There are also large common areas for socializing and convenient laundry and mailroom facilities. Our soldiers have a place that they can call home during their tour of duty. Students that live on Fort Lee are bused to nearby Prince George County schools. Students residing off-post are enrolled in the schools in the area in which they live. Child and Youth Services provide a variety of services and activities ranging from full-day, part-day, and hourly childcare to before and after school programs, sports, and activities for middle school and teenage children. Child Development Centers offer programs for children 6 weeks to 5 years of age. These center-based programs are staffed with qualified, trained personnel. Youth Services offer recreation, leisure, developmental, and sports programs for elementary and middle school-age children. School-age services provide before and/or after-school care, summer and vacation camps, and hourly care. The goal for these youth services is to provide safe, flexible, and affordable child care options for parents and fun and enriching choices for youth. With a relatively moderate climate, there is plenty to do and see while stationed at Fort Lee. The average temperature is 37 degrees in January and 78 degrees in July. Local attractions and points of interest include Busch Gardens, Petersburg National Battlefield, Water Country USA, Colonial Williamsburg, Richmond, and Hollywood Cemetery. The community of Fort Lee, Virginia welcomes you and your family to the home of logistics, supporting victory. For more detailed information, visit Army Housing One Stop.